In this tutorial, I like to show you how I work with adjustment layers and blend modes. We have many adjustment layers in Adobe Photoshop CS4. You can find all of them here in the adjustment panel. So you can use a hue saturation layer. You can choose a levels adjustment layer. So you can do your changes. And the great thing with adjustment layers is you can always change the settings without losing quality. And that's a big advance. So if you don't like the hue and saturation in the picture, you can click here in the hue and saturation layer and change here the saturation of the picture. You can do that as often as you like. The quality stay in the picture, and that's great. So try to work with adjustment layers and not work on the original file, on the original pixels. If you like to delete one of these layers, just press the backspace key and then you can delete that. You can also place that here in the trash. When I work with adjustment layers, I play around with the blend modes. I like to create now a black and white adjustment layer, and now I like to play around with the blend modes. You can find the blend modes right here in the drop-down menu. The blend modes change the way layers react with each other. So you can choose some blend modes who darken the picture. You can use some blend modes for lighten the picture. You can choose some blend modes who give more contrast, whatever you like. My favorite blend mode is the soft light blend mode. In German, the name of this blend mode is weiches Licht. But I don't only use soft light blend mode, I also use some other blend modes. What I do very often is I play around with these blend modes. You can create so many effects by choosing the right blend mode, but you have to play around to find the right blend mode. Try to learn these blend modes. Take a look into the Photoshop manual to learn what happened exactly when you choose a blend mode. If you understand the blend modes, you can use them perfect. In this tutorial, I'd like to show you what happened when you choose a black and white adjustment layer and the blend mode luminosity. With this combination, you can change the brightness of each color in the picture, and that's great. So if you don't like the green right here, if you think, the green is a little bit too lighten, then you can darken the green by putting this slider to the left. If you think the skin tone of this person is too lighten, then you can darken the skin tone. Then you will get more details into the skin. The person looks older. Also, you can change the blues in the picture and much more. When I have a picture like that of an older person with a character face, I choose two adjustment layers, black and white, one in the blend mode luminosity and the second one in the blend mode soft light. So I duplicate this layer with Command J and change the blend mode into soft light. Then I will get more contrast. Also, I can change here the settings. And now I can change the settings of these two adjustment layers till I have the perfect look what I like to have. So I go to the luminosity adjustment layer, change the blue, the green just a little bit, the reds. I lower the opacity of the soft light adjustment layer. And now look at the before after. I press the Alt key and click on this little icon here of the eye to hide all the layers above the background image. And now you can see the before after. And now you see what I'm talking about. This original file looks a little bit flat, a little bit boring. But look what happened with only 2 adjustment layers. I press the Alt key and click on that eye, and that's the after, before, after. I love to play around with the adjustment layer. I love to play around with the blend modes.